Hello, my name is Caleb Braun, and today we're going to be doing a tutorial on how to scrape the website RentFaster and visualize some of the results that we're going to find. Today what we're looking at is like what factors affect the final rental price of a property and how do they affect the final price. So this is going to be a tutorial in the program R, where we do some web scraping and do some analysis, and then we're going to visualize everything using ggplot. So first we have to download the libraries that we need for all of this work. The R file for this is posted on my website as well, so you can follow along through there, or you can do everything yourself. The first thing that we need to do is web scraping. We're going to be using a package called JSON Lite, and it's going to scrape a JSON file from RentFaster. But to do that, when the JSON file is generated, it only does up to 500 rows of rental properties. So we're going to actually make a sequence of prices from 500 to 2,500 by $25. And then we're going to make a vector of URLs that goes through each of that price range and searches from there. So these are all the URLs. And then we're going to use this from JSON function on the one of the entries from the URLs to pull the information. And then we're just going to look at the listings. So let's take a look at that really quick. So here we have the couple IDs and then the title, whether it's rented, and then all of our fields. So that's perfect. Now I just have a for loop here that's going to go through and do that for all of the 81 different price ranges that we have. Okay, great. Now that we've got that data, we're going to be scraping Wikipedia as well. Because if we look in here, we have lots of different fields, and we have community. We don't have like the quadrant, like northwest, southwest, which is pretty important in Calgary. So I'm going to grab the URL for the list of neighborhoods in Calgary. Then we're just going to scrape it using HTML parse and read HTML table. I'm just going to look at the first part, and let's take a look. Okay, so we've got Abbeydale, which is a community in the northeast/southeast, which is perfect. Okay, now we're just going to remove the final row from there. Okay, and now we're going to make a vector of quadrants. So it's going to go through each row, and it's going to find the quadrant that we need, and from here it's going to compare this to the community name in the original data set, and then add in this quadrant. So do that, and add quadrant in. And if we go and take a look at RF data, you can see all the way on this side, quadrant is there, which is perfect. Okay, next we're going to clean our data. So if we look in here, you can see that there's some stuff that we don't really need. Like we don't need all these IDs, we don't need whether they have an email, a few others. So we're just going to get rid of those. And then with the remaining ones, we're going to change the class of each of the variables so that numbered ones are numeric, categorical ones are factors, date ones are date, and so on. So we'll just go through all of these. There's probably a faster way to do this, but I'm not sure what it is. These last ones here go through and indicate whether or what utilities are included for each property. Okay. In the next video, we're going to look through variable selection and actually creating our regression model.